Hey Google, play that hipster whistling song.
Okay, playing that hipster song with the whistling on Spotify.
This is the $29 Google Home Mini, and I love it. It's the smaller or little brother to the larger $100 Google Home, and the only difference is merely the size and the audio quality. But let's jump into it. These bad boys comes in 3 colorways. You have coral, chalk, and charcoal. With me today, I have the chalk version, and I chose this one because it looks really nice with white themes. I know the size is probably hard to show here, so here it is beside a small donut. When you plug this thing on, it looks something like this. The setup process was also very easy. I'm currently using this with my iPhone and I love it. There's no issues whatsoever because I could also use this app called IFTT, if this then that, to use Google's commands and trigger my native iOS apps such as reminders and calendars. So if I ask Google to set a reminder or to remind me about something, it will now trigger the if this then that application, and then it would also work with my iOS native apps. You might also be wondering if this thing has touch control, volume up, volume down, and you can also long press to trigger the assistant. And yeah, that's all for touch controls. I normally use my voice because my Google Home is always in an inconvenient spot for me to always get up and go over there just to tap it and lower the volume. But you can also use Google Home app to control the media playback, but it's not really the most intuitive, and yeah, you just don't use it. The only disadvantage of the Google Home Mini is the audio quality while listening to music, as I mentioned earlier. Here's the difference between the Anchor Soundcore 2 and the Google Home Mini. I don't use this thing when I want to get pumped or anything like that. I only use it at night. For example, I want to sleep and I want to play some soft, soothing songs. That's the best time for this thing. Or if I just got up in the mornings, I'll tell, hey Google, play some morning songs or play some songs for the morning time or play my top Spotify playlist, and it will do that for me. I really wish Google made some way for us to connect the Google Home Mini to the external speakers, but that's just not an option right now, which definitely sucks. Another thing that sucked for some people, I heard them complaining about the Google Home using a micro USB port instead of using USB-C. For me, it's not a big deal, but I can really understand their frustration. However, everything else about this $29 Google Home Mini is the dead stamp of the bigger $100 Google Home. So you can still ask all the questions you've been wanting to ask yourself or your imaginary friend. It goes a bit like this. Hey Google, turn off all the lights.
Sure, turning 3 lights off.
Hey Google, turn on the black lamp.
Okay, turning the black lamp on.
Hey Google, turn on all the lights.
Sure, turning 3 lights on.
Hey Google, what time does Square One close?
Square One Shopping Center closes at 10 p.m.
Hey Google, do you think I should wear a jacket out today?
Today in Square One Shopping Center, expect a high of 2 degrees Celsius and a low of -4 degrees Celsius.
Hey Google, how long is it gonna take me to get to Square One by car?
With moderate traffic, it will take you 19 minutes to get to Square One Shopping Center by car. I've sent the directions to your phone.
Hey Google, what's 100 times 4?
The answer is 400.
Hey Google, could you wake me up in 20 minutes?
You got it. Your alarm's set for 2:08 p.m.
Hey Google, could you cancel my alarm?
Okay, cancelled.
Hey Google, who is the President of the United States?
The President of the United States of America is Donald Trump.
Hey Google. Hey Siri.
I'm flattered to be mistaken for Siri. I admire her a lot. I even wrote her a poem. Google is red, Google is blue, apples are sweet, and Siri is too.
Aww. So cute. So all in all, if you're in the market for a cheap speaker, the Google Home Mini will do many tricks for you. You also have stuff like the Amazon Echo Dot, which is more impressive on the hardware front. However, it offers more physical controls, and its audio output means it could be easily turned into part of a larger audio system, which I really wish the Google Home had, but as I said before, it's just not an option right now. The good thing about the Google Home is that it's still learning, and it could also be improving with software updates. When I first got mine, I had to upgrade it, but yeah, so that means there will be more updates for the thing, but I just don't know how often they will roll out. But yeah, that's all I have for now. Honestly, I really like this Google Home Mini. It really sets the mood for anything that I want. I could control it with my home lights. I could control it with Spotify. I could play games. I could ask it questions. Ask it what time the store is closing before I head out. I'm asking it how the weather is outside before I go outside. I'm asking it, hey Google, how far is it to get to school by bus? Hey Google, how far is it to get to school by car? And all that amazing stuff. And it's just overall a great home assistant. As I said before, I love it. Let me know what you think about the Google Home Mini. I definitely think it's the best thing to offer to anyone this Christmas because it's only for $29.99. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. And as always, guys, love, peace, and Merry Christmas. Signing up.